Hey everybody, welcome back. I know I'm a bit late to the party, but last night I saw Mission Impossible, the final reckoning last night, and I thought I'd make a quick video. And this is a spoiler-free review. So this is the 8th and final chapter in this spy action series, so they're saying anyway, and it's been going on for nearly 30 years now. Since then, it's been giving the James Bond and pretty much every major action franchise serious competition, with Tom Cruise's Ethan Hunt and his IMF crew, which have had a revolving door over the years as far as members are concerned, with the likes of Ving Rhames' Luther and Simon Pegg's Benji being long-term mainstays. And they've been crushing it on wild, globe-spanning missions. Think crazy stunts, slick gadgets, and those big dramatic mask reveals. The series has evolved from relatively grounded spy thrillers to large-scale action epics. And despite at least one major misfire, the series has gotten better and better over the years. The Final Reckoning is part 2 of a two-part story, after Dead Reckoning Part 1, which has now actually been retitled as just Dead Reckoning, and dropping the Part 1. Unless you have a physical copy, that is, and it's supposed to be Ethan's final mission. So does it stick the landing? Well, first off, the action. It's pure insanity in the best way. Tom Cruise defying gravity at what, 60? He's a machine. There are two scenes that had me lose it, and if you've seen the trailers you know what I'm talking about. There's this submarine infiltration sequence. You're practically sweating. It's a classic Mission Impossible infiltration mission. But then, lads, the biplane chase at the end, Tom Cruise literally hanging off a plane, soaring through the sky, chasing the bad guy in this insane scene. Honestly, it's like the Fallout helicopter chase, with Ethan racing to stop a bomb going off, but the planes kick it up to a whole new level of wild. These moments demand a big screen. Trust me, your jaw will literally drop. Now, let's just talk spy franchise comparisons for a minute. Namely, Mission Impossible versus James Bond. The Daniel Craig Bond flicks, like Skyfall or No Time to Die, go deep into Bond's personal baggage. His past, his heartbreak, all that moody drama. They're almost more about Bond's soul than spying, but what I prefer about Mission Impossible is that it keeps the mission front and centre, with Ethan's personal stakes, like his loyalty to his team or hints of his past, sprinkled in just enough to keep you emotionally invested. And in the action department, Mission Impossible has been wiping the floor with Bond lately. Craig's films have cool set pieces, but nothing touches Mission Impossible's bonkers, heart-stopping stunts. The Final Reckoning proves it. This franchise leaves Bond and Jason Bourne in the dust, and is the king of spy action right now. But, it's not perfect. This movie clocks in at nearly 3 hours. That's way too long. There is so much exposition, like endless setup and chatter, that bogs down the vibe. Some scenes, even the terrific ones, linger on for too long and could have been edited tighter to keep the pace going. Then there's the cast. Way too big. For a final film, it should have been all about Ethan, Luther, Benji, and to be honest, Kate, his ex-wife, the heart of the series. Instead, we get random side plots, like the one with the president's son that's just pointless. It's like, why are we here? It pulls focus from the core squad and feels like filler. The villains are another letdown. In Dead Reckoning Part 1, the main villain is this creepy AI called the Entity, with Gabriel as its sidekick. Now it seems that Gabriel is the main villain, and it's supposed to be personal. He's got this deep history with Ethan, tied to killing someone close to him, and even why Ethan joined the IMF. They tease it in Part 1, but here, they don't expand on it. No flashbacks, no real depth. It's just vague hints, leaving Gabriel flat and the stakes unfocused. A finale villain needs to be a bigger threat, you know? The actor Isai Morales is good, but as a villain, he just didn't pop. Compare him to Philip Seymour Hoffman in Part 3. Now that was a scary villain. Speaking of Mission Impossible 3, by the way, no spoilers, but this movie acknowledges certain events in that movie that led to the creation of the AI. It's a bit of a retcon that wasn't really needed, and an attempt to tie the whole series together. But here's the thing, this doesn't even feel like a true finale. Again, no spoilers, but it's less a grand goodbye and more like another big, loud Mission Impossible movie with extra nostalgia. It's epic, sure, but it feels like they left the door wide open for more. For a series finale, it's a bit of false advertising. It should have wrapped tighter and leaned harder on the core crew. So Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, it's great fun with some unreal action, especially the submarine bit and the biplane chase. They're worth the ticket price alone. But the bloated runtime, excessive exposition, huge cast, weak villain, and lack of a final vibe hold it back from greatness. If you love Mission Impossible or just crave big action, it's well worth seeing at the cinema, but don't expect a perfect send-off. But anyway, let me know what you think. Have you seen Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Share this video out there, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye for now.